Daniel, chapter 1. Bishanat Thaloth Lamalakut Yehoiakim Melech Yehuda. In the 3rd year, for the reign of Jehoiakim, king of Yehuda. Ba Nebuchadnezzar Melech Babel Jerusalem, Vayatar Aleha. Nebuchadnezzar, king of Babel, came to Jerusalem, and he besieged over it. Vayeten Adonai beyado et Yehoiakim melech Yehuda u'miqsat kale bet ha-Elohim. And the Lord gave into his hand Jehoiakim, king of Yehuda, and from the end of the vessels of the house of the God. Vayabiem eretz Shinar bet Elohai, and he brought them to the land of Shinar, to the house of his God. With hakelim heavy bet hothar Elohai, and the vessels he brought to the house of the treasury of his God. Vayomer HaMelech leHashpenaz Rabbasari Sai, and the king said to Ashpenaz, the chief of the eunuchs, Lahabi mibnei Yisrael u'mizera hamlucha u'min hapartamim, to bring from the sons of Yisrael, and from the seed royal, and from the nobles. Yeladim atrehen bahem kol mum u'tove mareh u'mashekilim b'kol hokmah u'yod edat u'mebine madda'. Children in whom there is not any blemish, ones good of appearance, and skillful in all wisdom, and knowers of knowledge, and one's understanding thought. V'hatarako bahem la'amod behechal hamelech, and in whom strength is to stand in the palace of the king. Ulelamedam seper uleshon kashadim, and to teach them book and tongue of Kashdim. Vayeman lahem hamelech devar yom beyomo, and the king measured for them the matter of a day in its day. Mipatabag hamelech umiyen mishatai, from the dainties of the king, and from the wine of his drinking. Ulegadalam shanim thaloth, and to make them big 3 years. Umiqtatham ya'amdu lipnei hamelech, and from their end they should stand before the king. Vayahyabahem mibnei Yehuda, and there was among them from the sons of Yehuda Daniel, Hananiah, Mishael, Azariah. Daniel, Hananiah, Mishael, and Azariah. Vayashem lahem shar hasarisim shemot, and the prince of the eunuchs set for them names. Vayashem Daniel Belteshazzar, and he set for Daniel Belteshazzar. Hananiah Shadrach, and for Hananiah Shadrach. Mishael, Meshach, and for Mishael, Meshach, Azariah, Abednego, and for Azariah, Abednego. وياشم دانيال على لبو عطر له يتقال ببات بغهم ملك وبين مشتايو. And Daniel set upon his heart that he would not defile himself by means of the delicate food of the king, and by means of the wine of his drinking. ويبقش مشار حصاريسيم أطرلوه يتقال. And he sought from the prince of the eunuchs that he would not defile himself. ويتنها Elohim et Daniel لحسد ולרחמים לפני שאר השריסים. And God gave Daniel for loving kindness and for compassions before the faces of the prince of the eunuchs. ויאמר שאר השריסים לדניאל. And the prince of the eunuchs said to Daniel, Yareh ani et hadoni hammelech ater minna et mahakalekem ve et mishetekem. I am fearing my lord the king, that hath measured your food and your drink. Ater lama yireh et penechem zoafim min hayeladim ater kegilchem وحيابتم et rohashi lamelech. That for what should he see your faces looking troubled more than the children which are like your circle? And ye would endanger my head with the king. وَيُمَرْ Daniel el-Hammelthar. And Daniel said to the guardian, Atar minna shar hasarisim ala Daniel, Hananiah, Mishael, wa Azariah, whom the prince of the eunuchs had appointed over Daniel, Hananiah, Mishael, and Azariah. Nasanah et avadaka yamim ashara. Test thou now thy servants 10 days. V'yitanu lanu min hazeroim v'nohkala v'mayim v'nishata. And let be given to us from the vegetables, and we would eat, and waters, and we shall drink. V'yerahu lefaneka marahenu. And let our appearances be seen to thy faces. V'marahe hayeladim haochalim et patabag hamelech. And the appearance of the children eating the delicate food of the king. V'kahater tireh ashe im avadaka. And like what thou shalt see, effectuate thus with thy servants. Vayishma alahem ladavar hadeh. And he listened to them for this word. Vayanasem yamim ashara. And he tested them 10 days. Umikathat yamim ashara. Niraha marhehem tov. Uvrihe vashar מן כל הילדים האוכלים את פת בג המלך. And from the end of 10 days, their appearances appeared good, and fat ones of flesh, more than all the children eating the delicate food of the king. ויהי המלצר נושה את פת בגם, ויין משתיהם, ונותן להם זרעונים. And the guardian became one lifting up their delicate food and the wine of their drinking, and one giving to them vegetables. והילדים האלה ארבעתם, נתן להם האלוהים מדע והשכל בכל ספר וחוכמה, ודניאל הבין בכל חזון וחלומות. And these 4 children, God gave to them thought and skill in every book and wisdom, and Daniel he gave understanding in every vision and dreams. ולמקצת הימים עטרה אמר המלך להביאם, ויביאם שאר הסריסים לפני נבוכדנצר. And for the end of the days which the king had said to bring them in, the prince of the eunuchs brought them in before Nebuchadnezzar. וידבר איתם המלך, and the king worded with them, ולא נמצא מכולם כדניאל, חנניה, Mishael, Azariah, and there was not found from all of them like Daniel, Hananiah, Mishael, and Azariah. وَيَعْمَدُوا لِفْنَي هَمَّلَكَ, and they stood before the king. وَكُلْ دَبَرْ حُكْمَةَ بِنَا, and every matter of wisdom of understanding, mehem hamelech, which the king sought from them. Vayim tahem esher yadot al kol hahartumim hashafim atar bekol malakuto. Also he found them 10 hands above all the magicians, the enchanters, which were in all his realm. ויהי דניאל עד שנת אחת לכורש המלך. And Daniel was as far as the 1st year for Koresh the king.